Chào các bạn, welcome to Radiant Boo Boo channel, your go-to spot for mastering Vietnamese. In this video, we are diving into popular Vietnamese proverb and idiom, the kind you will hear in daily life, book, or even grammar advice. If you're learning Vietnamese and want to go beyond the basic, stay tuned for some of the most common Vietnamese expressions every intermediate and advanced learner should know. Let's get started. First, we have có công mài sắt, có ngày nên kim. Có công mài sắt, có ngày nên kim. When you hear this one or someone say this to you, so the meaning of this one is like for literal, meaning it's just with effort, grinding iron. One day you will make a needle. So meaning is your persistence led you to success. Why people use this? Because for the Vietnamese culture, hard work is deeply respected in Vietnamese society. So for example of this one is like you want to study really hard to pass a SAT exam, for example, and then you've been putting so much effort in like 5 or 6 hours every day to study. So when your friend or your mom come and say, oh, you do study a lot, that means có công mài sắt, có ngày nên kim. If they say that to you, that means your hard work, your study, how much effort you put in, you will be success. The word kim here is your achievement. So that means you will pass the SAT. So it's like that. Next, we have ăn quả nhớ kẻ trồng cây. Ăn quả nhớ kẻ trồng cây. For the literal of this sentence that you can translate in is when eating fruit, remember the one who planted the tree. But that is just the surface of like you translate word by word. The actual deep meaning is always show gratitude to those who help you. For the Vietnamese culture, reflecting the value and the gratitude and respect to the person that give you something. So putting the example for this one is not talking about just fruit or eating. It can be applied in anything. So let's say you moved to a different country, and then at that time you will struggle and you don't have enough money to buy a water case for something like that. And then your friend that you just met or anyone, literally even a stranger, they give you money to buy your water case or anything that you really need at that time. So you can apply this sentence in that mean you won't never ever forget their help for you, their gratitude for you. So you always gratitude them back, like, oh, because of this guy I able to survive through that difficult time, something like that. So that is what this item mean. So you can apply to literally any situation. It doesn't have to be just fruit only. Next we have một cây làm chẳng nên non, ba cây chụm lại nên hòn núi cao. Một cây làm chẳng nên non, ba cây chụm lại nên hòn núi cao. For the literal of this, by translate word by word, it means one tree cannot make a mountain, but 3 trees together can. The behind meaning of this sentence is just teamwork is powerful, or like teamwork make dream work, something like that. So putting the example for this one is you're working in a company and then they assign you a task and you couldn't able to finish that on time, but with the help of your coworker you get able to achieve that work even way earlier than the deadline. So the meaning behind this one is for that. So you can, same thing, you can really apply this to any situation that you think is you need people or teamwork to help you to achieve something that you want to pursue or something like that. This sentence or item can apply to all those too. Next we have is gần mực thì đen, gần đèn thì sáng. Gần mực thì đen, gần đèn thì sáng. The translation literal word by word is mean near ink you become black, near light you become bright. But the deep meaning behind is you are influenced by your environment. So this mean is, let's put in a example. So when you go to Vietnam, everyone is speaking Vietnamese. And you, as in the person who don't know any word about Vietnamese, but you live there for 1 or 2 years, you have to know, yes, you don't have to be perfect to be like fluent or anything, but you will be understand. You can reply back with like some basic or either intermediate, depending on how the progress that you put in the learning. But most likely you will understand Vietnamese better than you first came. That is the first phrase where gần mực thì đen, meaning you in Vietnam, you hear, you interact with all the Vietnamese, hearing all the Vietnamese, you have to like take in and know a little bit of Vietnamese. Another phrase at the second half is gần đèn thì sáng, meaning putting another same thing. If you in the US and you only speak Vietnamese, you don't know any English, same thing apply. You hear English everywhere, every time. You have to get to know English no matter what. Of course you don't have to be good, but you will understand. So it's like that. And this can also really apply to anything. Like if you live in an area that is so hot, then you start to adapt to it. And then you have to wear short and tank top or anything. And then if you live in a colder weather, you start to adapt to wear long sleeve and heavier jacket, something like that. But it can be applied to literally anything that you get influenced by and based on your environment. And that is all for today. This topic is a little bit advanced, and this is all the items that you will hear, and maybe you will likely to use it so to improve your Vietnamese. And I hope this lesson will help you. And if you like the lesson, please share and subscribe. See you next time.